Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is my Fire Phone Challenge, Amazon Fire Phone Challenge, update number 1. So I have a screenshot up here because this is the first thing that I want to start with. Shout out to Bo out on Google Plus. He told me the battery life on this phone was amazing, and he was right. If you don't follow me on Google Plus, Instagram, or Twitter, it's Mr. J. Williams for all of those. So I was able to actually get 5 hours of screen on time. Now I haven't been able to do that with my my Moto X 2014. I can barely get 4 hours out of my Moto X 2014, and that's pushing it. So wow, the battery in this thing is a 2400 milliamp battery, and it really shines. I mean, it is a nice feeling to have a battery that will go the distance. Not having to charge your phone through a full day and you end on such a great note feels fantastic. So not only does it shine in the battery area, the comfort of this device, it feels really good. Let me get my password, sorry about that. So what I've done is I'm testing it both ways. So in this first update, the first 3 days that I've been using this phone, I have the dynamic perspective turned off, and going forward after tomorrow, I'm going to turn it back on for the next 3 days and use it, and just to see how the battery fares with dynamic perspective turned on, and basically, you know, all the little animations on the lock screen and all the little things like that. We'll see how the battery does. But I've been using this for everything that I could possibly think of that I would do on my other phones, and I'm pretty happy to report that my perspective on this device, I've always wanted to get this device, I just didn't want to pay $450 for it. So when it dropped to $189, I was like, okay, great, let's get on this thing and get it out of the way. This is a very intriguing device. It's almost like a fresh cup of coffee or a fresh cup of tea. It's what's needed in the tech world, and unfortunately it wasn't received very well by the tech bloggers. But from what I can tell, there's lots of people out there who are actually enjoying the Fire Phone, and I'm fortunate enough to say now I'm one of them. Phone calls on this thing is fantastic. It has also these dual speakers, one on the top and one on the bottom, and the surround sound that it gives, the stereo sound that it gives, is very tinty. There's absolutely no bass at all, but it's clear, it's loud, and you know, if you're in the shower and you put this in the bathroom and you turn it on, you really don't have to turn it on full volume to actually hear it clearly. It's so tinty that you'll definitely hear the music that you're playing. So I've used it for music, videos, just everything that I do with any other phone that I have. Social media. I did some gaming too. Gaming is pretty good. The screen is a 720p display, but the pixel density, obviously at 4.7 inches, is over 300. So it makes for a great, crisp, clear screen. So my day-to-day use with this, I mean, it does have a Snapdragon 800 in here, clocked at 2.2, so it's no slouch. But I just think it's falling more into that underrated phone that people really should try to get their hands on. A lot of people complain about battery life on their devices, and I think that issue's solved with the Fire Phone. As far as applications go, I'm actually able to load every application that I need. Seriously, everything that I need and that's on all my other devices, I have it on this phone, except for Google Play services. So, you know, Gmail application, YouTube application, Google Plus application, Google Voice, all those things, you just have to go through the web browser to access them, but it's just like having the application. So, there's absolutely no issue with that. Here's the Google Plus application. It's you know, it's just through the web browser, and I have it like this on my MediaPad X1 as well, because those applications, now with the MediaPad X1 you do get YouTube and all those things, but the Google Plus application is more of the DPI is got raised, so it messes up, and then the resolution in apps just won't work on there. So, but nonetheless, this device, anything that you can, any of the Google Play services, because this is an Android phone, any of the Google Play services, just don't buy it thinking that that's what you're going to get, because you're not. This is an Amazon phone, and you can rest assured that it's all about Amazon. I've actually been shopping. I do a lot of stuff on Amazon, so on the next update, you'll see an unboxing and my update, because I've ordered something, and it'll be here on Wednesday, which is when I'm going to do the next update, number 2, and you'll see what I've ordered, and I've shopped right through the phone. Everything it's just really nice to be able to do everything from the device. And you can do this with other phones, but if you're an Amazon Prime user, and there's actually more Prime users than I thought. I didn't think there was a lot of Prime users out there, but I'm kind of a newbie to Prime in the last 2-year time frame. So, but nonetheless, the phone has held up emails, web browsing, text messaging. The keyboard on here. Let me open up the keyboard. Let's open up a new email here. No, let's not do email. Let's do text message. I also wanted to demo the voice dictation as well. So this keyboard, to me, is extremely accurate when you're typing on it, but it does have some hiccups with voice dictation, but that's not a deterrent. I mean, the voice dictation, all voice dictations, none of them are perfect. I've just found that, well, the Google's voice dictation is almost perfect. It's pretty good, but this one is close. It's really nice. The keyboard on here, you can see that I misspelled a word and it fixed it. Okay, so I didn't get that right. But it also has this, which I use. This is the way I type on this. I very seldom do I actually pound the keys. I just use swipe. And I thought that was pretty neat that swipe is inbuilt. Basically, I'm saying swipe because swipe is, the first that we known. They're probably calling this something completely different, like flow letters or letters flow. I don't know. Everybody says that it's not swipe, but if you're doing some kind of swiping on the keys, swipe was the first. And so to me, it's swipe. That is how I text and use the keyboard input. But if you are typing on the keyboard, it does have great haptic feedback. And I think it's, to my surprise, it's just really, really, really good. I wasn't looking for things to complain about with this phone, but I don't have anything to complain about at this point. So I've used Mayday, and I think that is one of the coolest features I have ever seen. Mayday is fantastic. Nonetheless, my first 3 days with it have been pleasing. The fact that I don't have Google Play services, that doesn't even bother me, because I have my Gmail synced, and if I want to do Google Plus, I just go on the browser and use it. Other than that, as you can see, I pretty much have everything the same on most of the applications. Where it does fall a little short, though, is for games in the Amazon store. They're pretty much now, if you know of any great games that you want me to demo that is actually in the Amazon store, because I'm not gonna go searching. I tried. I was like, I'm not really a gamer anyway. I just demo those for the videos. But if you know of a great graphic intense game, shout it out in the comments. That's actually in the Amazon App Store. But nonetheless, it falls a little short in the gaming department from what I saw when I was searching through. Couldn't find very many games out there, but that's okay. The device is doing what it's supposed to do, and again, I'm just in awe at the battery on this thing. Some things to point out is that, as you can see here, it does have wallet and it does have docks, so you could do so much with this. You've got a notes program, you got your calculator, but this phone is really geared around Amazon, and they're selling Amazon pretty much, and that shouldn't be a shock if you're buying this phone. Don't buy this phone if you think if you're thinking of Google Play services because you hear that it runs on Android, just don't do it. You're going to be wasting your time. You're going to say it's horrible. And you're going to say, oh, you're going to come back and say it's a terrible phone, you know. But, you know, I haven't ran into any problems with this device at all. No, and one other thing is no crashes, you know, no bugs or anything in here, like most of the Android phones that I review. This one falls in line with Windows Phone, iOS, and BlackBerry, and WebOS, just buttery smooth operating systems with absolutely no hiccups out of the box. So that is my first update on my Amazon Fire Phone challenge. I've been using it for 3 days now. I got over 5 hours of battery life, screen on time, and you get a full 24 hours on one charge, which is just fantastic. So that's how I feel about it so far. I will have a full review later on, but for now, this is the update number 1, Fire Phone challenge. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.